patients who were in my family, and I read a lot about it.
So, who in your family had Alzheimer's?
Naturally forget what she had gone to the kitchen for, and she would have to come back and ask me or somebody else in the household, what was I going in the kitchen for? What was it?
So when was this? What time of life? I mean, you know, as far as timing, 2000, 1990. When did he do this?
In the 1980s.
Oh my
the
God.
End of the 1980s.
So it was relatively new, that type of surgery.
That's right. And so after that, he also had diabetes and he had some heart problems, and, but he was never anywhere near being forgetful or anything. He remembered everything.
So it was all kind of physical, nothing mental.
Exactly. And in fact, one day he made a statement. He said, you know, Edith, we're just one person. I'm the brain and you're the body. So all she had to do was follow his instructions.
Oh, I see. Okay, so they managed to cope that way
Yeah,
for a while.
that is definitely how they coped that way. Yeah, and Mom and Daddy always had help in the house, you know, to cook sometimes, to clean, you know, so she really never had to do any of that.
Okay.
But
so
I do.
So not cooking, there wasn't any danger she burned something.
That's exactly right. And then Dad also found a place that had delicious luncheon menus. And one luncheon menu, one order of luncheon menu was so much food, they ate it for, both of them ate off of that one meal for lunch and dinner.
Oh, it was plenty food.
Yeah.
So how did, you know, eventually he said he had some physical problems. What did that mean as far as being able to help?
Well, that was very limited, but my daddy also prepared for Mom and Dad to have what finances it would take to get them, you know, through any of the problems they might have health-wise. And so he hired a sitter, and the great thing about this first sitter that they had was that she stayed with them day and night, every weekday and night. And then when he got worse, he also hired a nurse to take care of him and Mom, but he was the one who needed that kind of help, okay, the nursing help. And so that went along for a while, and
so I know, from what you told me earlier, the people that were helping started kind of dropping out.
yes, and it's very difficult to find reliable sitters for people with, I guess, any kind of illness, but especially with Alzheimer's, because they don't know what's going on, you know, and things can happen, things can go missing in your house, and you don't know because you're only there as her children on weekends.
Oh, so that's how you and your siblings were able to
Oh
help.
my goodness, my brothers were wonderful. You know, I always heard about girls who had health problems with their parents and their brothers, and it was always the girls that took over and did most everything. But that was not the case with me. We found out that Mom was very fidgety when she had to leave the house, except when she was going to church with her sisters. But anywhere else, she couldn't come to visit me anymore. If you took her out of the house, she was, you know, nervous and wanting to get back home. So that had to stop. She couldn't come visit me. So that's when we decided that to give the sitters and the nurse a break, we would come home every weekend. So we each had a weekend with Mom, because that's what she needed. She needed for us to go to her in her surroundings that she was used to. She knew where everything was, and it really worked out well like that. And I'm going to tell you that my brothers' wives were extremely active, helpful. They never complained about having to do that. But I have to also tell you that my mother was an incredible person, and they all loved her so much, and my dad.
So they
But
realized
especially